Good morning. Good morning, Gummy Bama. Gummy Bama, you always be in some of the gossip lives. I thought. Don't give me the line now, child. So, good morning, guys. I see notifications are starting to go out. Thank you all for stopping in. Thank you for my early thumbs uppers. Good morning, Mixology. So, guys, I don't even know where the fuck to start. Good morning, background noise. I don't even know where the fuck to start. Definitely, we are going to be talking about Jay Wilson and his debacle that he's got going on. I really think that's kind of all that's going on right now. Before the Jay Wilson thing, y'all know we had Doveygate. I need to make a few comments on Doveygate. I guess we can start there. Good morning, Nevaeh. So, um, ain't too really much for me to say about Doveygate. Um, to me, it's an obvious scam for money. We know Dovey is not above scamming for money. We've seen it go down before. I think I saw somebody posted that GoFundMe she had. I don't know if they posted a recent picture of it or a older picture of it, but from what I can remember, she was asking for a couple of $1,000s, and from what I seen, she had only been donated a couple of $100s. So I don't know if that GoFundMe is still up. If it is, it seems like people aren't donating to that shit anymore. I'm hearing people spitting out calculations about the house was supposed to be $350 a day and for 3 days, and for the money she's asking for, $250 per person. That means that she's going to be pocketing a big amount of this money, and she's not really giving anything other than the room and a double fish fry, from what I'm understanding. And you have to bring your own toilet paper, and she's warning these bitches about bringing their own pads and tampons, like bitches don't travel with their own pads and tampons, but whatever. So the whole Doveygate thing is just a money grab. It's an attention grab. It's a grab for numbers, in my opinion. Dovey knows that her playing retarded gets her numbers, so she will play retarded. Sometimes I don't think she's playing, but a lot of people, specifically us Hutchinson, said that the bitch is playing. When you talk to her on the phone, she is a totally different person. She act like she got a little liquor sense on the phone, but when she hop her ass on YouTube, it's all crazy fucking sick ass screaming, mumbling, and hollering. Nevaeh say, Dovey still have a cycle? Ew, bitch, I don't even want to fucking think. Ew. I don't even want to think about it. She's literally already told us that her pussy smells so bad that men have to stick all kind of fucking wham whams and zuzus and fucking peppermints and all kind of other shit up there just to like combat the smell. So Jesus Christ, I don't even want to think about that bitch on a cycle. Ugh. Exactly. Background blood everywhere, bitch. So, I mean, anybody who would spend money, send money, give money, want to visit a bitch who is clearly special needs, a bitch who told a story about a nigga sliding peppermints up her pussy to the point to where she had to go to the goddamn emergency room. Like, what? And she's the type of stupid bitch. Like, I believe she would get peppermints and fireballs mixed up. So I wouldn't be shocked if it was an actual fireball that he shot up her fucking snatch. And she just laying there, just letting the shit go down. And she said that she was young when that happened. Didn't she say she was like 18 or 19? So, bitch, you came into this world with a nasty funk box. You think that motherfucker's gotten any better over the years? God, no. God, no. That thing probably looks like roast beef with all the fucking flavor and juices and shit then just drained out of it. I don't know. We'll see. I know what old roast beef looks like with all the juice and shit and flavored and drained out of it. It's fucking white. Her pussy looks like white roast beef. You know what, Nevaeh? Nevaeh said, when did peppermint replace antibiotics? That bitch has got to be like 80 years old. And she said this shit. She said that it happened when she was young. So if I had to calculate and guesstimate, I would imagine the shit happened probably around the 1930s or the 1940s. And y'all know they already say medical access is limited to black women, so that bitch they have absolutely no access in the 30s and the 40s. So that's why the nigga was over there shooting peppermints and fireballs and zuzus and wham whams and other things up her nasty snatch to try to combat that smell. But that says a lot about him too. Cause I would imagine if the peppermint gonna fuck her up and put her in the hospital, have her burning and itching and twitching, wouldn't it do the same to him? Wouldn't they be a couple of burning, itching, twitching, bad crotch motherfuckers over there bumping them uglies together? Wouldn't that be plausible? Nevaeh, that toxic shock and went straight to that bitch's brain. Thank you, background. That toxic shock and went straight to that bitch's brain. So, anyways, we getting away from Dovey and her bullshit. And I still ain't seen no solid, conclusive anything on who the fuck is going. I'm still asking who the fuck is going. I seen they said that white bitch Misty is going, but I mean, who gives a fuck about that? I seen that Demetra cussed. Who did Demetra cuss out? Demetra cussed Goosey the complete fuck out because that nigga was over there playing games on her name, trying to do like some type of donation. Like they had some type of, from what I understand, some type of contest going on to where they was gonna donate a flight to either, I think I seen Rico or Demetra. Now I don't know which Rico they talking about. If they talking about Rico the Brat or our Rico, I don't think they was talking about Rico the Brat because I don't think Rico in New York would be down to go visit Dovey. They don't even really kick it in the same circles. Good morning, Tisa. So I seen that Demetra was pissed the fuck off, cussed Goosey's weird ass the fuck out, and told that nigga, don't be fucking having nobody donate shit with her name attached, and she didn't fucking authorize this shit. And I agree with that. And thank you, Mixology. Mixology say, move those thumbs, bitches. Y'all know I cannot stand to sit around no fat finger ass bitches. If your finger too fat to lift that bitch to hit a like or a dislike, use your tongue, bitch. I don't know. If your finger is that fat, then you got a strong ass tongue. I'll say that. So use that motherfucker and make it do what it do. Thank you in advance. Gummy say, is that why all his videos is gone? Who you talking about? Jay Wilson? All Jay Wilson's videos is gone because his ass got popped. Pop. That nigga got popped, super popped. Deanna popped the shit out of his ass. Deanna popped that nigga like he was a badass child in the grocery store, throwing a tantrum down aisle 7. She snatched that motherfucker up by his collar and popped his ass and dragged him onto the car. Like a badass child. Oh, Goosey and his videos, they're gone? Oh, good. Because I was just about to go in on that bitch. So let me rewind and go in on that weird serial killer-like motherfucker. What? I'm not even going to ask what the fuck the sector's problem is because I know what you niggas' problems is. You niggas be bored. You niggas didn't catch your cable and shit cut off. And you niggas be looking for some type of entertainment. And don't nobody be on late night other than Goosey. Now, I don't know what Sir King over there doing. Y'all know I never really subscribed to that bitch. I never really watched that bitch. Y'all never seen me over there because I don't fuck with that bitch. So I don't know if Sir King is still the late night guy, if he's still going live at 3 and 4 in the morning, and if he can still command a decent amount of people over there, but obviously not. It seems like Goosey have took his place. And for the people who like that weird ass, boring ass, invisible nigga ass shit, I guess that's cool. I don't like it. When I hear Goosey, that motherfucker gives me serial killer tease. That bitch is sitting over there in a cold basement wearing somebody's mama's skin, giving Buffalo the fuck bill. Got a bitch in the hole, sending lotion down, telling it to put lotion on its skin or it will get the hose again. That's what the fuck Goosey gives me. Every time I've ever clicked into the shit over there because somebody has shared his shit every fucking time. That nigga ain't doing nothing but playing Pizarro shit. What is that? Is Pizarro allowing this nigga to just play her shit, like her whole 7 hours of shit? And then he pauses it and he'll say like oh, well, that was really interesting. Weird ass fucking nigga. Ew, ew, ew. Like the type of nigga that if you worked with him, you would avoid that motherfucker at all costs. He probably smells like embalming fucking fluid. I can guarantee you that bitch is probably studying to be a taxidermist or like one of them niggas who cuts dead bodies open. He's fucking weird. Of course he's not cute, Triple L. If he was cute, the bitch would turn on his camera. If that bitch was even an inkling of cute, he would turn on his camera. And that goes for fat ass Sir King too. Big and thick as that motherfucker's tongue is. Sir King face probably made up just like Tracy's world. And if you know what that bitch look like, then you know what I'm talking about. Lips look like the ass of a baboon over there. Nigga, fuck out of here. Anyway. Anyways, we're going to talk about Jay Wilson and his bullshit now. Gummy said, I like how he rewinds the little rants or beefs for the day and keys in on ish people missed. You know, I can't even fucking understand what the fuck he's saying, Triple L, with that dumbass microphone. I am not about to sit over here and try to decipher no echoing ass, stupid ass bullshit. Nigga, you don't read, you don't roast, you don't drag, you don't bring nobody no fucking laughs. Bitch, you are useless. You're fucking useless, Goosey. Bye, bye. Bitch, then you say you had 2 more lives and you was leaving, ain't them 2 lives over. Bye, bye, bitch. Sick of these motherfuckers. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. But like I said, we're going to move on to Jay Wilson. Good morning, Shauna. How are you, dear? Background says Sir King made a live yesterday. He had to have been high. He was loud. His voice was higher. He was cussing up a storm, talking a mile a minute, and still boring. Bitch, I believe you, background. I fucking believe you. Good morning, Bency. How are you? I hope you're having a good morning, Bency. I hope you're doing well. Gummy Bama said it's entertaining when he's playing a clip and giving his view. It's also slightly better when he has a panel, but even admits he's better with a panel. He likes to bounce off people. Who you talking about? Goosey or Sir King? Because that shit applies to both of them bitches. And I would have to say I disagree with you. Don't no panel make neither one of them motherfuckers better. Because the panel people that get up there with them are just as fucking dry and boring. And those are some fucking nobodies that nobody be checking for or even fucking know. So who the fuck is sitting around for a panel of fucking nobodies? I'm confused. You bitches can do that shit. I got better other shit to do. What the fuck? Bitch, I'd rather watch the local fucking news. Ew. Okay, so for real, I'm gonna get into Jay Wilson now. Y'all stop typing shit about these other knots. I don't give a fuck about them. Okay, so what do y'all think about Jay Wilson in this situation? Do y'all think that people are wrong for coming at him like this? Do y'all think that it is his karma? Now, y'all know, I think Passa is fucking hilarious. That nigga be over here having me gagged, especially this year. Like January, he really cranked it up and he's been on a kind of a roll ever since. I do feel that people who don't like him think that he's getting too big for his britches and had to set his ass down. Okay, Gummy Bama say it's karma and it's been fun to watch. I also do feel like Miss Karma then crept her ass up into the recesses of his household. And now she has made herself a permanent resident. I do feel like Miss Karma had a little bit of something to do with this. I I mean, I'm beyond the point now in the B sector to where I am over here grandstanding about, oh, this is wrong. Oh, that is wrong. Oh, you shouldn't drag kids. Oh, you shouldn't drag the dead. Oh, you shouldn't call motherfuckers down. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck what you niggas do. Just make it funny. And Deanna had me gagging. Shit was hilarious. All Mother's Day. All of you niggas were fucking hilarious. And it just so happened that it had to come off of, Jay Wilson's back. It is what it is. That nigga, he's a big boy. And he tell y'all all the time, this is entertainment. He don't take the shit serious, whatever, whatever. So, okay, we finna put that shit to the test and see if you really don't take this shit serious. Because these motherfuckers, the way they roll, oh, they will make you take the shit serious. Background say Deanna came through. I wish she'd be live more. She should be gloating. I feel the same way. Background. Now she really haven't been coming live all that much before this, but she did come live a couple of times to address it. But I think it would have been really entertaining for her to come live every time that his ass ain't live. Because, that nigga been live like 7 times in the past day and a half. He's super fucking pressed. And I think, because, that's what he does. That's what he does. He'll come live every time and kind of like try to build his Walgreens across from your ass. I wish that Deanna would have, done a little bit more to build her Walgreens across from his ass. But I do understand. She has an actual fucking life and an actual family and an actual goddamn job, and maybe is not able to come live to be building Walgreens all goddamn day like he is able to, even though he claim he have a job and this and that, but he's able to come live and build them Walgreens all goddamn day. Another thing, I had always assumed that he was a chaplain. I never said anything because, I'm not beefing with him and I don't give a fuck either way. But just the way that his office looked, the hours that he works, the way that the calls come in and he say he have to do his quote unquote Uber run. We know that he has a degree in, spirituality or divinity or churchiness or whatever the fuck the degree is in. All those things together, and we know he's not preaching nowhere on Sunday. We know he's not playing a piano nowhere on Sunday. He's told us he doesn't do that anymore. The corona kind of fucked that up. All those things together could say, chaplain in the church. So I always assumed that's what he was doing. Not chaplain in the church, chaplain in the hospital. I always assumed he was somewhere in a hospital, because what other place is going to pay you a decent amount but that's open 24 hours a day? He would be live from work at like 1 and 2 and 3 in the morning. What place is open other than fucking Super Walmart where you can be live from work at 1 and 2 and 3 in the morning? Shauna say, plus he knew better. Remember when Susie Cordone had her job snatched for the same thing? Not only that, I remember Jay Wilson telling Larry and like dragging Larry about coming live, beefing with his work shirt on. Y'all remember that? This was just recently. Larry would come live with his fucking work shirt on, and Vonnie Vaughn would be calling up to his goddamn job trying to get the nigga fired. And Jay Wilson admonished Larry for that, only to turn around and to kind of do the same thing. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I've been live from work before. I've been live from my office before. I've been live from the back dock before. And it's not an issue for me because, not unlike QB was live the other day and he said that people at his job are subscribed to his page. Well, the people I work with are fucking subscribed to my page too. My bosses and everything. They be gagging the way I be dragging you bitches. I listen to you bitches at work. They hear me listening to you bitches at work. I'll pull my earbuds out and let them hear you bitches at work. So I never had an issue with worrying about anybody trying to fuck with my job. I am the same bitch on here that I am at work. I talk the same exact way. I'm talking to you bitches right now. I talk to everybody at work. It ain't no fucking surprise if somebody brings somebody to my job a video and starts playing this shit. They be like, oh yeah, that's Dottie, that's her. That's how she act. That's how she talk. It ain't no fucking surprise. But CJ Wilson has to put on a different mask when he goes to work around all them good white folk and all them good church folk. So for him for somebody to play this shit for his people that he works with, it would be a shocker. And I'm almost certain that he hasn't told anybody he works with about this shit. When I started my page, bitch, I needed some subscribers. You goddamn right. I told all them bitches I work with and told them bitches to subscribe. The fuck? You goddamn right. Because a view is a view. And every subscriber counts. Every click and view counts. So, but you don't tell us what you do, where you are, how you do things in order to make others look bad. No, I don't. I mean, I give y'all guys little stuff here and there, but I'm not out here in the sector causing hella commotion to the point to where I don't think anybody would want revenge on me. Like, it's one bitch who I did kind of take through the ringer about, you know, and she probably wants a little bit of revenge, but that bitch is busy trying to keep up with her other shit. She ain't got time for little old me. Good morning, Chipper. I need the number. I need some help. You need what number? They said no. Gummy said he's been popped and I love it. Fi says she coming through with a live call to HR this afternoon and I can't wait. She said, child, I will be in attendance for that. Yes, the fuck I will. I will be in attendance for that because I want to know what HR gonna say. Now, from what I understand, Jay Wilson said that he ain't got to worry about HR. He said that it's all kind of different chaplains up there. They got Wiccan chaplains. They got devil worshiping chaplains. They got all kind of chaplains up there. And it ain't no religious hospital, so it ain't nothing y'all niggas can do. That's what he said. Not in so many words, but that's what he said. He said the board members like him. He get up there and say his Pledge of Allegiance, and he the best nigga to ever lead the Pledge of Allegiance that the board had never seen. He said all them people up there at his job know Mark, and they love Mark, so you can get the calling up there talking about he sucked dick. They don't care because they already know he sucked dick. So I would really like to see what Fi Babe is going to say when she call up the HR. I can't even fucking imagine. I cannot even imagine. Ben said, my Christian followers have a hard time with my language attitude, but understand the message. Most of the time, I am a minister, but I am still a man too. Exactly, Ben. Exactly. I realize and recognize that preachers, ministers, pastors, priests, things like that, they're just people. I recognize that very early along in life, you know, just being a part of the church and seeing the preacher or the priest or whatever outside of the church. You know, you invite him to the cookout and people is drinking and smoking and he's not judging. He's just kind of one of the people. So I noticed very early that preachers and priests and things, people do try to hold them to a higher standard, try to hold them above the standards of a regular man, but they are just people at the end of the day. And not only are they people at the end of the day, they are most likely sometimes some of the most flawed people, which is what brought them to Christ in the first place. Oh, Gummy Bama say that body language was crazy. Not only was the body language crazy, Gummy Bama, that nigga was sweating. It was one of them lives. He had a red shirt on. I think it was the second live after he deleted all his shit and came back. That second live, that nigga was sweating bullets. I was over here screenshotting, sending this shit all across the interwebs. Like, y'all see this nigga sweating bullets? Ooh. So yes, me and my bitches was being very, very, very messy in the background on the day that Pastor got popped. We had us a good old funky time off of his pain. We sure did. Shauna said, honestly, Jay Wilson's problem is his ego. He has always talked down to people as if he's better than others. That doesn't feel godlike to me. You know, I hear a lot of people saying that, Shauna, but I don't know. I don't feel like maybe because I suffer from some of the shit too. I just don't let it, you know, grab a hold of me like Jay Wilson lets it grab a hold of him. But I don't him as an arrogant person like that. I see other people bringing up his shit and then him having to knock them back with him bringing up his shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see him as an arrogant person like that. When I think of an arrogant person, I think of that person like how ZX be showing off all his watches and shoes and all that shit, like that shit means anything. Like literally, Jay Wilson has given one house tour, one, the whole time he's been on YouTube, and that shit got deleted with his old page. So to me, if he was an arrogant person, he'd be, constantly walking around the house, constantly showing us a new this or new that, constantly buying labels and trying to show the shit off. To me, that's what an arrogant person makes. I don't know. Background say no, bitch. He is arrogant. He brags. He is nasty, and he is rude. Okay, background. I'm gonna take y'all niggas' word for it, cause y'all know. I am not ashamed to tell you that I be biased towards people that I think are funny, people that I like. Y'all know that I am not ashamed to tell you I be biased towards them. And sometimes when I like people, it blinds me to their bullshit. I am fully aware of it. I take full credit for that. And I make sure that y'all know too. Shauna says, I don't know. I've known of you just as long as I've known of him. You don't seem to talk down to people as if anything you do or have makes you better than. No, but then again, Shauna, I don't be on here as much as he is. And if you guys notice, I don't be on here a lot like that. And one of the reasons is I do be busy. I do be doing shit. I do have other things going on. I do like other forms of entertainment other than YouTube. But one of the main reasons is I am a firm believer, like the more you talk, the more you dig fucking holes for yourself. I could get up here and do 3 lives a day, 3 hours a day. I'm a talking ass bitch. I could do it, but then I'd be a storyline. I'd be digging fucking holes for myself. I'd be saying shit that I shouldn't be saying. I'd be dragging people that I shouldn't be fucking dragging. The more you talk, the more trouble you talk yourself into. And Jay Wilson is a talking ass nigga. That nigga will give us 7-8 hours of talk a day. And when you talk, your ass end up getting pop. And like I said, I got a gangbusters ass group of bitches in the background. I just talk to them all fucking day. They get all of the good thotty commentary since the rest of you niggas act like you can't fucking handle it. I see how the beef sector act. I see how you bitches dox and this and that. You bitches can't handle that. You bitches only get a little taste of me. My hardcore bitches, they get the full effect. They are the lucky ones. So it ain't no different than when they say stay off them phones. You get on the phone with a bitch and you be talking for hours, talk. You bound to say some shit that'll get you caught up, or that's a little questionable, or that the bitch is gonna keep in her back of her mind in case mad day come on your ass. So background say facts. That's what's so crazy. Folks know what the sector gives, and they still come on here spilling their beans. They show do. They show do. Background say stay off the phones, Tracy. Woo. Sean said, right. He talks about himself talking down to people. Your ego shows right away. Yes, it does. It does. I also did want to address one thing. For years, it's been a lot of this going on. People are saying that nobody is better than the other person. I don't believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that there are people who are better than other people out here. If that wasn't the case, then equality would be a real thing throughout the world. That is not the case. There are definitely people who are better than others. Now, money doesn't make you better than others, but there are better people out here than other people. And for me, looking at myself, I really do believe that I am better than a lot of these motherfuckers out here. So when people say ain't nobody better than me or ain't nobody better than this person, that shit irks me, because yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck it is. Michelle Obama is a better bitch than I will ever be. And I have no problem saying that. I am a better bitch than Dovey could ever dream of being. And I have no problem saying that either. So, it's one of my pet peeves. It's like these niggas out here talking about grown-ups getting bullied. It ain't no fucking bullying. Once your ass blows them candles out on your 18th birthday, bullying is over. It's another adult talking shit. And what are you gonna do about it, bitch? You gonna let them talk shit or you gonna talk shit back? Ain't nobody bullying nobody out here. We fucking grown. Bullying is for children. Gummy Bama said it depends on who's asking or judging. I'm a very judgy bitch. Very judgy. I get that shit from my grandmother. My grandmother was very, very judgy. Good morning, Love and War. Oh, thank you for being a new subby. I appreciate it. So, but mostly my judgy, I really did keep all of my judginess in my head for a long time. But then the B sector came around and it became like popular to actually judge people out loud. And I really enjoy it. Because previously, you know, I just had a couple of friends and stuff at work or whatever. And we would kick it outside on the back dock and talk about bitches during our smoke break. And then it was back to work or whatever. But this whole talking about bitches all day thing, oh, I'm here for it. I love it. I'm a very judgy bitch. But I also realize that a lot of the shit that I talk about, as far as people, a lot of the things that I judge others on, I'm guilty of. I'm not blind to the fact that I'm guilty of some shit. Like a lot of the drags y'all be kicking out about these bitches, some of that shit apply to me. And it's still just as funny to me. Like a lot of you people, I feel like you take yourselves way too fucking seriously. It's not that serious. And if you think it's that serious, maybe this is not the place for you. Maybe it's not the place for you. Gummy Bama say it was new to me too. So... I don't think I have really anything else to say about the Jay Wilson situation. Well, I know that he said he was off on Sunday, of course, and he doesn't seem like he was at work yesterday. So maybe today, Tuesday, is a day he got slept his ass in there with his face all turned up like Moon Mullet, looking all sad and disheveled and shit. Today is the day that them motherfuckers is gonna have to kick in. So we'll see. We will see. I will be waiting for Fi Babe to see if she gonna call and what she gonna say. You know, I just will say all these people calling and typing and sending shit and emailing HR and all that shit. Y'all know Miss Karma will come back on the bitch. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna put that out there. You know? I'm just going to put that out there. For example, if I'm not mistaken, a couple months ago, Fi Babe said that her and her family opened a restaurant. It wouldn't be that hard for somebody to find out what the restaurant is, where the restaurant is located, start calling the fucking health inspector, giving bad reviews just because they're pissed off for her calling HR about Jay Wilson. So like I said, karma is a very powerful thing, and I do really wish that you niggas would think about shit before you do it. But if you don't, if you do it, either way, I'm going to be here. I'm for the entertainment. Gummy Bama. Why you say fuck pizzeria? Gummy Bama, what happened? What happened? I was just over on Pazar's replay from last night, and I was listening to Allie and Dovey go back and forth at each other. That shit was crazy. Crazy. And the crazy shit was that I kind of agreed with Dovey. What the fuck is going on in this sector where you bitches got me agreeing with Dovey, you bitches got Pizarro making sense? Like, what the fuck? You bitches need to do better. Ain't no way in hell Ain't no way in hell I should be over here agreeing with Dovey. If she calls, I'm going to make sure I tell him that Fi is on her second strike. One more strike and that main page is popped, an eye for an eye. Ooh, background, you's a dirty bitch. Ooh, you's a dirty bitch, background. Fucking love it. Background say I'm a dirty bitch that love playing in the mud. What's going on with Piggy Pearls? Where is that bitch at? Did them Eastern Stars and them Masons and them Zeta Phi Thetas, whatever the fuck, did they sit that bitch down finally? Did somebody get a hold of that bitch and tell that bitch, look and listen. You need to stop. Is Piggy Pearl still out here? Ooh, Gummy say Piggy Pearls is MIA. Child, that talking ass bitch done dug a hole for herself and she's scrambling trying to get out. Bitch done dug a hole for herself. It just goes to show. Oh, also, y'all, Stomp Down was real shook and scared over this Jay Wilson thing. And that shit had him over there screaming and hollering like a banshee. And he said that he was done making videos after May 10th. He said after May 10th, he ain't making no more videos because you niggas don't know how to act. Now, we all know that Stomp Down is another one of them stunt queens who be pretending to leave but don't ever go no fucking where. But... he slick, sounded serious this time, but I wouldn't expect him to go nowhere. Don't nobody never go no fucking where out here. I told you bitches, it's Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave, bitch. I've been checked out all week, but I'm still here, bitch. The doors are closed, permanent. You're trapped. You're trapped. You might as well just go ahead and make you a little corner out in this world somewhere and get comfortable. Exactly, Triple L. Cabrini Green, bitch. Oh, I seen that Netta ass. I don't even call her Quanetta or Quani no more. I just call the bitch Netta. So I seen Netta ass and put out a couple videos over there talking about the pastor. Like I said, I was kind of checked out, so I didn't see her videos fully. I just kind of stopped in for 3 or 4 minutes to get the gist. I'm gonna have to go back and see what Netta was talking about, because that bitch, she been real good for a long gag-worthy live recently. Like, if you got some shit to do and you just need some shit to listen to, like when I'm out there in the yard doing stuff, or I'm around here cleaning, washing dishes and shit, I'll put Netta on and just let that bitch run her mouth. If you got a road trip to take, you got to go somewhere 3 hours down the road, just put Netta on, let that bitch run her mouth. You definitely gonna get you a couple of giggles. You definitely gonna be upset at some points. It's a whole emotional roller coaster over there listening to that bitch. And it really do make the time pass. Gummy Bama, I watch Stomp Down. Stomp Down is hilarious to me. He be dragging the shit out of them bitches, in my opinion. The shit's funny to me. But then again, y'all know I'm a stoner, so take what I say with a grain of fucking stoner salt. Things that are funny to me may not be funny to a sober-minded person. Background say Kwani have been on Tracy's live all night, very telling that Jay Wilson's friend Tracy is letting his enemy Kwani on the live to gossip and dog him out. Food Junkie was also on. Tracy is itching to get her motherfucking ass cussed out. She is itching. Now, I know Jay Wilson sees all that shade Tracy's over there throwing, but technically, the dog is in her rights to throw all the shade she can throw, because Jay Wilson been over there throwing shade at her ass for months now. Y'all know, y'all done seen it. Oh, Jay Wilson know he can throw shade at that bitch right in her face and make her laugh at it. And he's been doing that shit for months. So this is a little bit of comeuppance for the dog. She is getting a little bit of her comeuppance with this situation. But I know he see that shit. I know he don't appreciate that shit. I know he is storing it in his mental Rolodex. And when the day comes that the dog and the pastor fall out again, I will be first in line, front row, ankles crossed, to watch him kick that mangy mutt all up in her gut region. Y'all know when you kick a dog in the gut, that bitch go bark, bark. I'm waiting for that bitch to go bark, bark. Any day now. Good morning, Wakanda Dreams. Background says she's having 2 and 4 hour lives at his expense. The entire lives are dedicated to him. And he gonna bark that bitch real soon. Watch what I tell you. I'm gonna be there with bells on, bitch. I'm sharing everything. I'm gonna hot that community tab up the day that it happens, so all you bitches will be aware. Trust and believe. Cause I know some of y'all don't like Jay Wilson. Some of y'all ain't subscribed to Jay Wilson. Oh, but the day that him and Dog fall out again, everybody over here will be the fuck aware. Triple L say Tracy sneaky. No, she ain't sneaky. That bitch is about as sneaky as a fucking what you call them big ass dogs that they used to have the liquor around their necks? Beethoven. That bitch is about as sneaky as a big ass Beethoven. Tipper say you don't have to call the hospital. It's connect nationwide in America with every health network. Just reach out to your hospital donors. They will let the power and the money at the hospital know. Well, you know, to me, me personally, I wouldn't call because I don't give a fuck that he's a chaplain or not. I am not the type of person who is so spiritually weak that I need some stranger to come in here and pray over my dead loved one. My connection with God is just as strong, if not stronger, than his connection with God. So I can pray over my own dying loved one. I don't need no stranger to come in here and offer me fake ass condolences, because that's what it is. You don't know me. So how are you consoling or condoling or even feeling sorry for me? That's just me. That's just me. And if my loved one needed somebody to pray over him, it would be the family pastor, the nigga that we done gave all this motherfucking tithe and offering to all these years. Yeah, get your ass up out the bed, nigga, and trek on down here to this hospital and give my loved one their last rites. Because we done paid you over the years for this shit. Not some nigga in an office down the hallway who I ain't never seen and won't never see again. And is gonna forget my dying loved one's name before he even leaves a fucking room. No, thank you. But that's just me. That's just me. I look at shit a little different. Background said, I feel it, but when your loved one is dying, child, you take a prayer from a dog. And I said that earlier too, background. I do feel like, you know, a lot of times people, when that's happened, people are in shambles and they will take a prayer from a dog if it will possibly help their loved one. So I agree, but I just feel like my connection with God is just as strong as any preacher, priest, or whatever. So I got that. Gummy Bama say I was gonna call Jay Wilson job FOH. Gummy Bama, what you was gonna ask? What you was gonna ask them niggas, Gummy Bama? He's gonna ask to talk to Pastor, and if he would have picked up the phone, what you would have said? Good morning, Yusuf. You know, that's one thing about being a Baptist. The difference between the Baptists and the Catholics is we Baptists believe that we can talk directly to God. We don't need no priest in between us and God in communication. We don't need no priest to go and to sit in no booth with him and to give him our confession so then he can relay it to God. No, we Baptists believe that we have a direct line to God. So with that being said, why would I need any outside help when I believe I have a direct line to God? When I believe God is everywhere, you don't have to be in a church. You can be in a field. You can be on a battlefield. You can be wherever. You can be out in outer fucking space. Wherever you make your church is where you make your church, and God will hear you if you are sincere. So, ooh, what you eating, Yusuf? I think after I get off of here, I'm probably make me some grits. I want some shrimp and grits, but I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to do all that, and I got a dish full of a basin full of dishes I gotta wash anyway. And if I do shrimp and grits, and that's like 3 times I gotta wash dishes and fuck that shit. So yeah, Wakanda said we all should have personal relationship with the creator. Well, the Catholics don't. They believe that you need the priest in between you and the creator. So now, if it was for the Catholics for that reason, then yes, I would understand why they would need a priest there to give last rites, or why they would accept a chaplain, or whatever, or whatever. But us as Baptists, we don't believe that. I think it's just you be scrambling for any kind of miracle when it's go time, when somebody's sick, when somebody's, laid up, you scrambling for any kind of miracle. It's go time, bitch. And like background said, you will take a prayer from a dog. Well, Chipper said, well, as a Catholic, the wealthiest religion, I speak to my God all day, and that's why I have been very prosperous. Yes, Chipper, the Catholics are the wealthiest religion, but it ain't from nothing good that they did. It's because they raped, pillaged, stole, and profited off of the backs and the deaths of many people over the centuries. So yes, y'all are the most wealthiest religion, but at what cost? At what cost? And I would deign to say, whenever those Catholics get wherever the fuck they're going, they're going to have some splaining to do. Mm-hmm. And they're also the ones who turn a blind eye to all that child sex shit. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, guys. Y'all know me and this runny nose. So I've always been very interested in Catholic religion, but not interested enough to ever step across the threshold of one of their churches before. I just watch YouTube videos and learn a little bit here and there about it. Shauna said, as a recovering Catholic, I can say the most danger anyone has ever done to me was someone from that church. Exactly, Shauna. And as a Baptist, I can say that I have never come across any nefarious anything within my church. Like the most nefarious anything that we've had go down in our church was our Reverend Dr. John D. Fuller. Back when I was maybe like 11, I believe him and his wife ended up getting a divorce. So that was like big fucking deal that, they were getting a divorce. And then a few years after that, his son ended up having an illegitimate baby with a white girl. And they had nerve to be sitting up in the front pew. So that was another scandal. So those were the only 2 scandals that I was even associated with. That was the whole scandal of my church. There was no rape. There was no this deacon sleeping with that sister. There was none of that shit. So I was very lucky to have come up in a black church that was actually pretty fucking decent and that actually helped the community. Yep, drinking pastors. Yeah, that's a big deal in the Catholic Church. They be drinking, they be smoking, they be doing. The first time I saw a priest drinking and smoking was in the movie The Exorcist. And that shit, I could not wrap my mind around what was going on here. I thought the fucking priest was possessed. Because in Baptist religion, like, that shit is a no-no. I could imagine the stares and the oohs and the ahs if them niggas would have ever seen Reverend Dr. John D. Fuller with a beer in his hand or some liquor or a cigarette in his mouth. Like, never. So, I don't know. That's just the difference in religions, I guess. Good morning, Brooklyn Star. Background said, I can't imagine those kids that go through it and have to suffer. They also rape the nuns and make them kill their kids. Yes, I know. Them nuns being there raping each other, child. Crazy shit goes down in the Catholic Church. Things that I don't know if it goes down in the Baptist church and we just don't hear about it. I doubt it though, because Baptist churches are mostly black. And if anybody was diddling a black mama's son, everybody's gonna fucking hear about it. But then again, them black mamas ain't so easily to just send their son off in a back room with a grown ass man, like how they do in the Catholic society. Like those altar boys, they are in private closed settings with the priest. And I'm not going to say it's concerning because it's no different than, if it was a Sunday school or something like that. But that's how shit happens. That's how shit happens. I can say I've never been in a private closed setting with a priest or a preacher or whatever. Never. Never. There's been no reason for me to be. All right, Shauna. Have a great day. And I think I'm about to get out of here too. Yes, sharing quotes. Them nuns be up. Girl. Girl. Specifically back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, it was all kind of scandals that used to come out from those, what do you call them, convents and stuff. Those nuns in those convents, they got up to some real debauchery type shit from the articles and stories and things that I've read over the years. They really got into some shit. Those nuns are, I would probably say the nuns are worse than the priests. Worse, because the nuns were the ones over the children in the orphanages, and y'all know some of those stories. Like y'all know I lived in Boston for like 13 years, and there were always stories coming out up there about abuse in the what do you call it, the orphanages back in the day. They're starting to like win their settlements and get paid now because the shit happened in the 50s and the 60s. But yeah, a lot of those orphanages up in the Boston, New England area back in the day were fucking hellholes. They beat those children. They molested those children. They raped those children. Those nuns made those little girls go down on them. It was all kind of satanic shit going on in those orphanages back in the day. And people would make reports and try to whistleblow, and the shit was either swept under the rug, the nun was moved to another parish, the priest was moved to another parish. It went on for years, centuries, until the 90s when people really started paying attention. Background said the nuns rule the place. They do the free work. The nun, they run the place, and the priests get to shine. Yep. Like, being from the South, I would dare to say that most of y'all niggas ain't even really ever seen a real nun before. The town that I'm from in North Carolina, we have one Catholic church amongst a sea of Protestant, Methodist, Baptist, all the other ones. One Catholic church. So it's not a really prolific thing down south. You see a lot, like basically when I lived up north, there was only one Baptist church in my town. The rest were Catholic. It's a juxtaposition. It's a total difference on the shit end of the stick. So yep. Background said, nope, I've never seen a real one in person. I will see nuns all the time up north and their little habits and stuff. It's neat when you see one, especially like the first time you see one, you're like, oh shit, is that a nun? And then you're like, oh, I didn't mean to say, oh shit. So I've seen a couple priests walking around here and there too. So it is, it's a difference. It is a difference. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm just going to say it's a difference. Yep. Yusuf say some of the biggest predators are found hiding behind religion. Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm. And they're exposed on a daily basis, Yusuf. And I don't understand how people can continue to be swept up by an earthly person in a religion. If you're going to get swept up by the religion, get swept up by God and his grace and his glory. Don't get swept up by this earthly preacher. You know what I'm saying? Mildred say masculine features, shrewd looking, strong, cheap. Mildred talk about them damn nuns. Chipper said there are so many TV series on BET and own stations about cute good Baptists. Yeah, they are, Chipper. But see, those are TV stories. and made up stories. I'm talking about shit in the news. And when you get to talking about shit in the news, real shit about religious shit, it be you Catholics. Now, I will say the Baptists, them niggas is good for stealing from the church. Them niggas is good for cheating on their wives with men. Them niggas is good for having babies outside on their wives. They good for all that. But they not too good for fucking on little boys. Now, we have had our situations. What was that motherfucker, the one that died, Eddie Long? Reverend Eddie Long. But technically, Eddie Long wasn't fucking on no little boys. He was fucking on adolescents, teenagers, older boys. And then who else? What other preacher was in the Baptist and been caught fucking on little boys? I can't remember any of them in recent time as far as fucking on little girls. Like preachers and Baptists, I can't remember. I'm sure that they exist, but I just can't remember any in recent time. But like I said, the most recent one I can remember was that Eddie Long situation, and then he passed away. So I guess they kind of swept that under the rug after he croaked over. Background said, does anything in the Bible approve of nuns? Family member of mine is currently in the process of reading the entire Bible, and we have conversations about it here and there. And I don't think there's anything in the Bible that references a priest or a nun. Because y'all know I went to private school, and I don't remember. We had to learn Bible verses, and on Monday they issued you a Bible verse, and by Friday came out, you had to spit that motherfucker out. You had to memorize it and spit it out in front of the class. So of all the Bible verses I've memorized over the years, I can't remember any of them making reference to nuns, priests, any of that. I think that's some man-made shit to try to break up the hierarchy of the church. I think that's all man-made. I don't think that's in any edict of Christ that I can remember. But then again, I haven't read through the entire Bible, and I stopped going to church years ago because I felt that I had learned all I needed to learn from you earthly beings. Background said, I thought not. I don't read the Bible as I should, but I definitely thought not. Nope. Chipper said, based on real life stories is what it's based on. Oh, okay, Chipper. I'm going to have to check that out because I don't watch those shows. Yep. Background said, plus with the nuns, it's free labor. I watched a clip not too long ago that they said the nuns do the heavy lifting. They do the heavy lifting. Chipper said, Eddie Long and many more. So that is one thing that I do see that is an issue in the Black Baptist church is I do see like sometimes a lot of these preachers, they get so inundated in the church because they feel like they can try to pray the gay away. But as we see, it never works. It never works. Andrew Caldwell tried to pray his gay away, and how was that working out for him? So ooh, Tasha K interviewed his son. Who you talking about? Eddie Long's son? I must have missed that interview. So I think that is another reason that most of a decent amount of these preachers who get caught up in sex scandals and shit, especially the gay sex scandals, I think the only reason that they are inundated in the church and that it became a preacher in the first place is because they were trying hard as hell to pray that gay away. And gay is something that you cannot pray away. You can't pray away black. You can't pray away female. You can't pray away male. You can't pray away gay. Tasha is on Eddie's side. Tasha licked his ass and he licked her ass. But wasn't it a little, wasn't one of them stories of them boys that came out about Eddie Long, wasn't the story a little questionable? Sharing quote said, I honestly don't know. He has always said a priest, but he constantly says he never trusts any of them. So I think I can remember like some of the stories coming from them boys dealing with Eddie. Some of them stories were a little questionable, to say the least. And what did that nigga die of? It was so many folk out here gagging and roasting talking about the nigga died of AIDS. I never heard what he actually died of. Chipper say I was in church on Sunday. You's a good one, Chipper, because I ain't darted my foot across the church house in a while. It's been a while. Ooh, background. See, background, that's why it's bitches like you. I don't know what the nigga died of for real, for real. You narrative spinning ass bitches. I remember when it came out, a gay friend of mine said he finds it hard to believe that nobody gave anybody head. He said with gay men that don't seem realistic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Background said to lose that much weight, he didn't have cancer. It was the house in Virginia. Yeah. Background. I was gonna mention that he was looking a little skinty during them last days, but I decided to be nice and not say it. But since you brought it up, bitch, he was looking a little skinty. He was looking a little sickly around the shoulder region, the chesticle area, the neck, and the head. It was looking a little withered in them last days, and I don't know. We know cancer can wither you. Cancer can wither you real quick, so I don't know. I just never heard nothing conclusive on what actually croaked the nigga over. Ooh, and speaking of croaked over niggas, let's talk about this Kevin Samuels motherfucker. Speaking of croaked over cold-headed niggas. Yes, I'm laughing. Yes, I'm giddy. Yes, I'm elated. Fuck that nigga. I hope them worms start on his dick first in the casket. Now, Miss Karma, when she came for that nigga, oh, Miss Karma had a beautiful black glittery ball gown on when she came from that nigga. I bet you Miss Karma was almost dressed up like Nicki Minaj for the Met Gala, minus the leather pants and the fucking baseball cap. Weird bitch. But yes, ooh, Miss Karma slid on through on that nigga. It said snatch. Snatch the soul right out that motherfucker. That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get, bitch. And he had him a old love, one of his prized possessions, one of them lovely senoritas there for his last moments. And not only was the lovely senorita there, I seen the video he did like the night before, basically kind of arguing with the senorita because her ass was trying to get all on the camera. He was telling that bitch, like, look, bitch, I'm a big deal, and these motherfuckers will ruin your life and dox the hell out of you. Now, if you want to get on this camera, I'm going to let you, but I'm trying to spare you, bitch. That's basically what he was telling the whole the night before. He croaked over and fell on top of her. And then they say the bitch called down to the front desk, told them to call. No, she called 911, told 911 she didn't know where she was, address, apartment number, nothing, which is very questionable to me. And it also tells me that either she had somebody drop her off over there or she got Ubered over there. Because, bitch, if I'm over some nigga's house, you best believe I got his address in my fucking GPS because I drove myself over here. But whatever. They say he met her ass the night before, fucked on her all night, Red Bull, cocaine, Viagra pills, dick pumps, all that, and passed out the next morning, never to awake again. They also say that this bitch is I don't want to call her a fatty 2x4, but the way he talk about big bitches, yeah, she was a fatty 2x4. The ones he liked to roast and gag on. And I think they said the bitch was born in 1990, so she ain't quite 35 yet. But what was the purpose of him even fucking with somebody who is under 35? Ain't the purpose of fucking bitches under 35 is because they can get pregnant? Well, nigga, what you trying to get somebody pregnant? I heard you don't pay the child support for the nigglings that you already got. So all that shit combinated into a perfect storm of him being a dead nigga and a stranger Mexican bitch being the last one to see that motherfucker breathing and living and eyes open. And you want to know what the kicker is? You want to know what the fucking kicker is? That bitch that was with him when he died, her ass won't even get an invite to the motherfucking funeral. Why? Because they don't know her. She don't even know him. She didn't even know where the fuck the address was, the name of the complex, none of that shit. How they gonna get in contact with this hoe to invite her to the funeral? And as a hoe, who the fuck would go to a funeral of a nigga that you met the night before and died on your ass? I would be traumatized. I would be traumatized. Y'all remember that episode of the Golden Girls where Rose brought that man over and he died in her bed? Rose was traumatized. Bitch, call me Rose Nyland, because I'm traumatized. I'm putting my pussy in a box for 2 years after a nigga die from it. yes, bitch. Sophia had to waddle her little ass in there and say, yep, he dead. Because Rose was traumatized, bitch. That Mexican bitch had that Rose Nyland pussy. That pussy that take you up out of here. And the motherfucker that croaked over on Rose, his ass had a heart attack too. Good morning, Activated Knowledge. Thank you for dropping down. So, baby, fucking with y'all, I'm gonna binge watch some goddamn Golden Girls today. Bitch, speaking of, why come all these little Golden Girls references over here and all the little Golden Girls, because I watch Hallmark Channel. They play that shit all day, every day. I fucking love it. Why come I never knew that there was another series after the Golden Girls? It was only Sophia, Rose, and Blanche. What's her name? The mean bitch wasn't there. I can't remember what it's called, but it's another series after the Golden Girls. They only got 1 or maybe 2 seasons out of it. But I ain't never seen none of them episodes, bitch. I'm waiting. I'm binge watching the hell out of Golden Girls so I can get to these new episodes. Okay, yes, Golden Palace. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. I ain't know none of that. Fuck all y'all for never saying nothing. I was just scrolling through Hulu one day and the shit popped up. I said, what? I said, wait a minute, bitch. Bitch, I was so stoked over here that I got some new Golden Girls shit to watch. So, first of all, I'm excited about that. Second of all, fuck all y'all for never even mentioning it. Ew, he was 56? Ew, December baby. Oh my God. And that girl was one in the 90s? Like, oh my God. I don't know what it is with these young girls wanting to fuck on these old men. But I swear, I don't want to see no gray dick hairs till I got to look at my own gray pussy hairs. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Ew. And y'all know Kevin Samuels, he was salt and pepper all across his beard and his head. So what you think that dick area looked like? Ew. Yeah. But whatever. With that being said, guys, I think I have to get off of here before I say some shit about this dead nigga that I shouldn't be saying. I'm going to be nice and shut my fucking mouth, just like I told everybody else earlier. You get to talking and running your mouth, you're going to say some shit eventually that's going to be fucked up. That's going to get you fucked up. So on that note, bitch, I'm out of here before I get myself fucked up. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the like button or the dislike button, because y'all know I don't fuck with no lazy, big, fat, Brianna thumb ass bitches. Y'all know I can't stand it. If you can click a fucking button to come in here, you can click another fucking button. It's very easy. Very easy. And with that being said, guys, thank y'all, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Everybody stay safe out there. Keep your wits up about yourself, because niggas is calling jobs. That's where we at with it. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.